Hello, in this video I will showcase T2S-Metrics, which is a small evaluation toolkit for text-to-SPARQL systems. So T2S-Metrics is open source, so you can find it in GitHub, and it's also available as a PyPy project. So if you go to PyPy, you will find the project. So the main features, it has a full pipeline for text-to-SPARQL systems. So starting from JSON-L inputs, I will show the format next, to exportable JSON results. So it has a rich metric coverage from answer set to text similarity, structure similarity, and so on. We handle two execution-based families, so either local RDF with RDF-lib or remote SPARQL endpoint using one of the endpoints. It is simple to use. It has a simple Python API, and it can also be used as CLI, either to do the evaluation or to launch the dashboard to see the results. The dashboard is also exportable in a static format if you want to publish them online. So for the installation, let's do a quick demo. So here I have an empty project. So the main here is empty, and I just added the datasets. So in the datasets, so CK25, this is a dataset from the Text-to-SPARQL Challenge 2024. So in the eval, so we have the JSON-L files. So each line contains the ID of the case, the golden SPARQL query, and the generated SPARQL query, and if the order matters. So this is can be put to true if the order matters, for instance in order by queries. Here we have all the other systems, and we can have our KG. Here for instance it's in TTL format. So in the meantime I would also run the endpoint. So now I can do a UV and then I can source to this virtual environment. Then I can UV install, UV or UV install T2S-Metrics. This would install the required dependencies. If I try to use the CLI, no, I need to, it was T2S. So now I have the commands, so either the run one or the dashboard. So the dashboard can be used once we have the results of the execution of running one experiment. If we go with run and try to do help, so here we have all the commands that we can use. So then we can give the name of the dataset, the name of the systems, the JSON evals, the metrics. So what is required is mainly the JSON evals and the metrics. And if we are using a local backend or an endpoint. And we have other commands here for parallel execution and so on. So if I go back to the here, we can follow the I can go with maybe this one. Hop, hop. If I put it here, here I can just select the nice. Okay, we're good. For dataset, we will name it CK24, and it is in the 24. And if I give here a folder, it will go and take all the JSON evals that are there. Here I will execute on the answer set precision, answer set recall, the answer set F1. So those are execution based metrics, and we have the blue, for instance, the code blue and others. And for the backend here, instead of this, I will use the endpoint, and I will just put the instead of this just for I will do this one. I will also here, you can check what other parameters you have. I will just here true, and also the per query. Then I can run it. So you run here, we can see that it's running even in parallel. So it took 6 seconds, and we have the summary results of each of the systems. So if we go to our dataset CK25, by default, if we don't put where to export the results, we will find them here. So in the results, we have here the systems. So for instance, for those systems, we didn't have JSON. The JSON-L files were empty. So for this one, we have the scores for the blue, query match, the answer set F1, and so on. This is a summary, this is the aggregation, and we have the per query results. The same can be seen that for the other metrics or for the systems. We have the next system, the other one also, and so on. So as we didn't put names for the systems, we will have systems with JSON-L, and we give the path. If you don't want this behavior, you just need to add systems in the parameters here. You have systems name, and you give an array of names. So once this is done, we can check them in the dashboard with the always the T2S dashboard. This will run a local server in the Flask app, and here we have the dashboard. Here we can select the result, and we can see we have a radar chart, we have the bar chart, we can have a correlation map, we can have also a bar coordinate, and also we can have some the scatter matrix. And here for the radar, here we have the answer Similarity, we can check for text execution metrics. However, we would have a better plot if we select more metrics. So here in the metrics, we can check all the metrics that are available. If you go to metrics, here you will find them all. We have over 20 metrics. So if you are satisfied with the result and you want to export them, you can always use the dashboard. What was the command? It was static. So also for dashboard, if you didn't export, so by default it will check for the result folder for each of the datasets. However, you can always give a file to check them into the dashboard. Also for the static, by default it will export in default folder, which is the static dashboard snapshot. However, you can also provide another folder. When this is done, we have the dashboard here. I check with the live server. Now we have the dashboard. So this was T2S-Metrics in a nutshell. I will let you check the other features either in the PyPy library or in the Git repo. Thank you.